Alright, let's make a start. Alright. So, back into the city of Ankara, where we left off last week, and as I might have mentioned to you guys, this will be the last session for this year. A 2-week break, then we'll be back into it. But last week, you found yourself in the city of Ankara. Let me just... wrong buttons. All over the place. Okay. So, yes, in the city of Ankara, having been teleported here by a shaky alliance with Ayojabe and her crew. And as you bamfed into town, you're approached by a person who turns out was working for the consortium of the Vermilion Dream. It was a philosophical conversation about which you discussed the pros and cons of using like a nuclear-powered device. Like, should you nuke someone? Should you nuke 1 million to save 1 billion? Interesting arguments pursued, and you kind of decided to put that in your back pocket. Maybe you'll go with them, maybe you're not. There was talk of maybe approaching the Cobalt Soul, and maybe even the Allegiance of Allsight, who's the one who Pollux Yusuf was associated with. I do see a big cross over their Crystal Chateau, so maybe not. But last week, Sansone, everybody's favourite centaur, decided to discuss... you decided to visit the casino. And everybody was given one gold piece apiece to go into the casino. Now, we don't need to worry terribly much about exact positioning or anything, but this is what the ground floor of the Lux Runs casino looks like. Now, as you enter, there's lots of people bustling around. There's guards, there's races of all size and descriptions. Very buzzing sort of town, I guess you could say. Let me just adjust one more thing. Alright. So as you enter, Sylvanus supplies Simpleton Subjugators, or Subjugators for short. What would you like to do? There's a whole bunch of gambling options here. What would you like to do?
Where can I lose my money the fastest?
Well, there is a roulette wheel. That's a quick way to lose your money.
Perfect. That's where I'm going.
All right. Okay, so you head over to a portion of the casino where there's this a sign, I guess, identifying it. It's called the Timora's Spinner. Very much like a traditional roulette. You can place as much as you like. And the way this will work mechanically, I'm going to roll a mysteriously sided D21 dice. On a 21, like that. Did I do that right? On a 21, everybody loses. Okay? There we go. I don't think I've rolled a natural 21 before. And you can either bet on a single number rolled. So if you get like 17, for example, you quadruple what you put in. So you put in a gold piece, and it naturally rolls the number. You get 4 gold pieces back. Alternatively, you can spend 1.5 gold pieces. Pay just odds or evens, and get your money at times out, times and a half. So a gold piece bet will get you 1 gold piece and 5 silver pieces. Okay, so at this particular roulette table, there is a whole bunch of people, about 5 or 6 different people. And the operator of the roulette wheel, called Timora's Spinner, is a tabaxi, dressed up like everybody in here with very formal attire. And he sees Rand Farron approach. It gives him a little nod, spins around. You friend, would you like to spin the wheel, make some money?
I would love to.
Well, what are you looking to bet at, my friend? A maximum payout is for guessing the number, or you go evens or odds. Of course, there is a little black square there. If it lands on the black slot, everybody loses. So how much would you like to bet, and what would you like to bet on?
I'll put 5 silver on even.
5 silver on even. Okay, so they get the thing spinning, goes around it. And just because I've played around with this, we are going to use the dice box of doom. Now, if you look at my video, hopefully my buttons are going to work. Ooh, look,
Oh.
pits of fire. Ooh, and oh, look, an actual dice. I'm not quite getting it in camera shot, but there we go. So, you bet on even. Is that right?
Yep.
There we go. Actual dice roll. Buddy. Buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, natural one. So, easy come, easy go.
Right.
So, he gets one of those scoopers and scoops back 5 silver pieces. Tough like friends. Would you like to have another go?
Yeah.
All right. Now, so what would you like to bet on this time? Evens, odds? What's your poison?
5 silver on evens.
5 silver on evens. Okay, here we go. 5 silver on even. Look at you. You get so your profit is 2 silver and 5 copper.
Yay.
You see, it's a simple game. Congratulations. Would you like to go again?
Sure.
Mr. Tabaxi looks around the rest of you. Bowserbeth, Sam, Fog. Oh, sorry, not Bowserbeth. Sensei. Would any of you like to take a gamble on a dice? You see how easy it is with my friend here. He's already almost recovered his money. What about you, Miss Centaur? Would you like a go?
Right. Yeah, I'll try.
All right. What is it you're looking to roll? What are you looking at? Your little rabbit friend here? Oh, my apologies, sir. We don't get a lot of harem going here. Mr. Landfelin, hitting 5 silver pieces on even? And what about you, miss?
I'll do 5 silver pieces on 7.
On 7. Oh, very good, very good. I like a gambler. Big payouts. What about you, Mr. Hobgoblin? Mr. Goblin, sorry. What would you like to bet on? That would be you, Turtwig.
You're muted.
You're muted. That
I am muted. Turtwig is very distracted by this other goblin creature. No, this is a
Tabaxi.
tabaxi. Okay, sure. He'll put 5 on even.
And what about you, Mr. Hobgoblin? What would you like to bet on? If anything.
This is just a game of chance. I do not play these. Thank you.
Oh, okay, fair enough. To each his own. All right, let's roll the dice and we'll see what we get. Okay. So what we're wanting, let's have a look. 7! Oh, miss, you have the luck. Congratulations. Yeah, that's a 7. Yep. That's an actual 7. Yep. So you get back 4 times. So I guess you get 2 gold pieces back. Is that right? 2 gold pieces back. Yeah. So a net profit of 1 gold and 5. Oh, the luck is with you. And of course, oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Hanningon. That is not good.
Yo.
Yeah, just Sansone. Now, You've made profit on the casino. I suggest you keep going because that's how casinos work. Would you like another go? Mr. Farron?
Yeah. 5 silver on even.
5 silver uneven. And what about the
There-
lucky centaur?
Nah, I think I'm good. I've won on this game, so
Okay. Mr. Goblin.
Turtwig is confused by all the big numbers. He'd like to walk around some more.
Okay, fair enough. Last chance, Mr. Fogg.
No, thank you. But
All right.
Samson, how did you do that? With that game? How did you know?
right. Well, here's the fun part. I didn't. I just kind of said a number that I was thinking.
Very interesting to wager on and leave it to chance.
Right. Well, I think that's the point of the game.
Yes, I don't think you're quite getting the point of a casino, sir.
Just it's to wager on chance. That's just does not make sense to me.
What
The
did
game
you,
of skill,
what
I
did you
can
give it to
understand
go?
betting on. No. No, I would never do something as foolish as wager money on a roll of the dice or something. That's crazy.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
well, there are some more games of skill around the casino. If you'd like to have a look around, sir, there's more interesting games. But anyway, let's spin it one more time for our favorite competitor tonight, the Harangon. And here we go. 18!
Yay!
Hey! You win! 1.5
Do I
times luck.
though? Cool.
How about another go, sir? Double or nothing. Come on.
Double or nothing, hey?
Well, nothing or a times and a half. It's just a saying if you understand what I mean.
Nah.
You're on a
I'm
roll,
good.
sir. Have one more go.
Sure, why not?
5
5
silver.
silver on odds.
Oh, mixing it up. Interesting. Okay, here we go. 5 silver pieces on. Oh, sir. You had a winning strategy and you screwed it. That's a 14.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I'm done.
Okay, we'll switch back to... Oh, my camera is not working. What has gone on? Oh, there I am. I come up over there as well. I did. Okay, so well done, Sansonite. 1 in 20 chance. I feel the odds weren't really that good, right? 5% chance and only 4 times the winning. But that's the nature of the game. Okay. The other games you see, there is a game called Hands of Fate, which I guess is mostly kind of model on Texas Hold'em. You get, you roll a dice, you keep that dice hidden, which is why you got actual dice in your home. You can roll an actual dice for that one. And a game similar to 21. Like, it's versus the dealer, and if the dealer gets 21, you lose. But you're going to try and break even that sort of way. And, yeah, those are the 3 main games. So, Anas, the degenerate gambler, Rand Farron, which one of those sounds appealing to you?
Oh, well, he wants to try them all. So, I mean, if the group wants to gravitate towards one or the other, just follow them.
Do you have much money left, Renfair?
Oh, I got so much money.
Oh. Where did you get so much money from?
Places. You can insight me if you want. I don't mind.
Yeah, actually, Fog probably.
Yeah, he's broke.
Okay. That's-
Turtwig's got some money. He
Oh,
likes this
wait.
hands of chance game.
And do you still have the Twitches?
Oh yeah, do I still twitch and suck with my bow?
For the moment, yes.
Oh god.
I mean, it happened in the Betrayer's Rise. You're
Yeah.
not quite sure when it will stop, but one presumably it's going to stop at some point. But still, we got a bit of the shakes.
And half an ear. I just look like a psycho rabbit, honestly.
Are you doing okay, buddy? You're looking a little beat up.
I'm fine, man. What do you mean? And he just like tilts his head.
Like I cup my palm to drop my dice. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Be interested to see the table you use for your decisions. If there is indeed a table, maybe at the end of the campaign, Fog, we can work out exactly what all these dice rolls mean.
Oh, he does it in the palm of his hand, like he takes his 2 dice and drops them.
No, I mean, I assume
Into his
you're
right
as a player, you have what a 4 means.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's amazing. That it would land on that. You should be ashamed of yourself, Ramfarron. You need to take care of yourself. You need to be in fighting order for Sylvanus and our mission ahead.
I love Sylvanus.
And he loves you, but look at yourself.
I'm fine. What do you mean?
You're shaking. I can see your pockets are literally turned out.
So a little bit of jangle in there. I'm just along for the ride, for the experience, man. I just like to enjoy all of life's wonders and treasures that it has. I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
And the gambling, that is on you, but the shakes affects us all. We need to find you. You need to rest.
I mean, I feel well rested. It's just that dungeon kind of screwed me up a little bit, I think.
Sansone, Turtwig. Either of you want to weigh in on how our friend looks here?
He's like twitching.
And bleeding on the floor.
In a casino.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
Yeah, Turtwig goes over and sort of like pokes him with the butt of his rapier and says, "You look like a nasty goblin."
Oh, thanks, man. You do too. Just pats you on the back. Just like lean over to like Sansone. Is like, is this like some weird thing that goblins do to like be nice to each other?
I don't know why why you'd think that I'd know. I've never been in a goblin club before. I think they're probably scared that I'm a big horse.
Fair, fair.
You know, you could just ask him. He's right there. We're talking in front of his face. It's probably a little bit awkward for him.
Redfern just like looks at him and then like scurries over to the blackjack table.
Okay, so scurrying over to the blackjack table, you see a human there. There's a total of 2 other players at the moment. So Rand Farron, as you grab a seat. Is anybody else joining Rand Farron for this for a game of 21 effectively.
Yeah, I'll sit next to him and play
All
and
right.
watch.
Good. So
Now you
Yeah.
want to play a game of chance.
This is not a game
Turtwig
of
comes
chance,
over as
it's
well.
a game of skill.
Turtwig as well. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like 50% skill, 50% luck.
Now, luckily, the seats around this table are adjustable. So, ogres, for example, could play just as well as goblins or halflings or anything like that. So the seats go up and down. So Farron and, to a lesser extent, Turtwig, you have no problem. Sansone, are you joining in?
This is one of the ones with skill.
More skill. It's 21. 21. Blackjack.
Right. Yeah, I think I'm good. I've won one of the games tonight already. I'm just here
Ah.
to watch and make sure our friends don't die or get into big debt.
Okay. So the dealer for this one is a human, once again dressed in almost like a tuxedo. Says, yes, welcome to the table. We'll be playing 21 tonight. Uh, so here's the way that it works. If you get 21 and I get 21, you get double your money. Oh no, my apologies. If we both get 21, then unfortunately, you just get your money back. Nothing gained, nothing ventured. If I bust and you're the highest hand at the table, you get 3 times your money back. So break even if we both get 21, 3 times if you're outright winner, and of course nothing if you lose. Now it's a 1 silver piece minimum. So, Mr. Harangon, how much would you like to bet?
5 silver.
5 silver. And you, Mr. Hobgoblin?
3 gold.
3
Blackjack.
gold pieces. And what about
I'm
you, Michael?
looking directly at Ranfarin and as I put that down.
Damn.
And Turtwig?
Turtwig put 6 silver on the table.
Silver. Okay. So, what I want everybody to do, really doesn't matter what the other players will do. So we'll just have them just sitting there gambling and either winning or losing. Doesn't really matter. Ranfarin, Fog, and Turtwig, can you all roll me 3d6, please?
In the open or?
Yeah, in the open. Yep, these are just face-up cards that you get. 10, 10, and 12. So, subsequently to this, you'll be rolling d6s to see. But the dealer is going to start with 10. Now, the way this works, I will keep rolling until I hit either 19 or I go bust. So that's 13, 19. Okay, so 19 is the roll to beat. Turtwig, roll me a d6, please. You're looking for 20 or 21. What did you roll before? So that's 15.
That's 15, 18.
21. Well done.
Wow.
So three times what you bet is what you get back. 3 times what you bet is what you get back.
All right.
Harangon, please.
Yeah.
Started at 10.
So like, if I bet 6, I have 18 now, or I have 24 now.
No, you bet 6. Oh, you have 24, but it's an 18 gold piece profit, if that makes sense.
Plus 18. Got it. Yep.
Yep, okay. So, Ranfarin, 14. Okay. 15.
15. Oh.
Went. Well, you still have a chance if you roll a 1, then you're good.
That's when
otherwise.
you have to get
Wait, do you have to
highest,
get
right?
a 21, or do you have to just beat him?
Oh,
'Cause
that's
didn't
true.
you get a
That's true.
19?
Okay, that will be enough. That beats her 19. See, same with you.
hold.
Three times back. And finally, the consummate gambler Fog, who started at 12. D6, 13, at 19. Uh-oh. A 1 or a 2.
I will walk away even and get that's payback. That's my money back, correct? If we tie.
Yes. Oh, that'll be a
Okay.
tie. So yes, get your money back. Actually, I think I'm doing this slightly wrong. What we're going to do is, if you're interested to play again, I mean, I'm a casino aficionado myself. So everybody will get 3 cards, including the dealer. 3 cards, including the dealer. And you bet up until wherever you feel comfortable. Then when you're finished putting your cards down, then the dealer will go. So we'll do it that way. But you're still walking away, Fog?
Yeah.
Okay, walk
Walk.
away. Okay, so let's do at least one more hand. Rand Farron, you know you want to. How much you betting?
Let's go 1 gold.
Turtwig?
I made all my money back that I lost on the last one.
Turt will do 1 gold. You can tell he's really just following whatever Ranfarron's doing, because he's just. But he's
Okay.
not admitting that. He's pretending he's doing it himself.
I will match their 1 gold.
Oh, so you're back in, Fog. Interesting. Okay. So the dealer will deal 3 cards to himself, and he will start with an 8. So you also, everybody roll 3d6.
Getting them face cards.
9, 8. So let's just concentrate on Rand Farron to start with. So 10 gold piece, 10 points, and you see the dealer has 8.
Oh, you bastard.
16? The 16
Alright.
might be good enough if she busts.
Yeah. What are the odds to get another 6, right? Oh!
16,
21.
21. All right, so if the dealer
stay.
gets... Oh, that's a good decision. So if the dealer gets 21, you get back what you put in. Okay, Fog, you're at a 9. You see the dealer has 8.
Got a hit.
11. 13. 4, really low ones. 16. Oh,
And there it is.
Fog.
Too many. This is a game of chance, Farron. You're correct. I'll get up from the table.
Sir, that's a little bit of a game of chance. I mean, oh, you've gone. Oh, never mind. Mr. Goblins, sir, you're currently at 8. Oh, was that right?
Okay.
Turtwig, yeah, 8, yes. 8, 9,
9.
10, 11, 13, 16. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. And he gets one of those metal things and just grabs your gold pieces and put it in a little containment area at the back. So, we have Turtwig gone, Fog gone, and Rand Farron, you're on exactly 21, right?
Yeah.
But the dealer's at 8. He's going to play until he hits 21 or goes bust. What were they on to start with? They were on 8. Okay. So 8, 9, 11, 17, 20. Oh, why don't you roll this for me, please? We'll have you roll it, Mr. Farron. You're on to 1 on a d6. Oh, no, I want to 1 on a d6. What am I talking about? That absolutely wins. So
Yay.
dealer goes bust, so you get two net profit of 2 gold pieces.
Oh, I'm
Are
ahead of the
you-
game now.
Are you on a roll, good sir? Another hand, perhaps?
Boy. Well, you know what they say. You just keep using your winnings for your betting. So I'll go 2 gold pieces.
Okay. And you, Mr. Goblin, sir?
If Ranfarin does it, yes. Kurtwig is just following whatever Ranfarin does at the table.
All right. Dealer goes first and rolls a 10. You gentlemen know what to do?
Ooh, starting from feather this time.
10 and 12. Okay, Farron will carry on with you. So you start with an 11. 13.
13,
14.
14.
20.
I'll stay at 20.
Make a note of that. Farron. 20. And Turtwig, starting at 12. 18.
18. Oh, that's
Ooh.
the tough. Turtwig looks at Ranfarin, who suggests he should just stay there, so he stays.
Okay, so Turtwig, was it 18, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's hope he busts.
the dealer is starting at, what's the dealer? Starting at 10. 13. 18. Ah,
Oh no.
18. Oh, it's
50
gonna
50.
again. 18, 21.
No!
2 gold pieces to the poor. Look,
My
I'm
winnings.
dreadfully sorry, sir, but you seem to know this game well. Perhaps just one more hand. Get your losses back.
You're right. 1 gold.
Turtwig, 1 gold, I'm guessing.
Yep, this is my last gold piece, but I have,
No.
I have 47. I have 47 silver,
Oh, that's,
and
that's over 4 gold.
I
Okay.
do have some nail clippings from that spider if we need to gamble more stuff.
Cool.
Uh,
3d6. The house rolls 13. 8 and 11. Okay, let's do Turtwig first. You're at 8 at the moment.
Okay, 10, 12, 17.
Oh, I'm
Bust.
dreadfully sorry, sir. And she scoops up your last actual gold piece. You have the equivalent of gold, but that gets scooped up. Mr. Harangon, sir, if you'd be so kind.
11. Oh
So,
my god.
17.
17.
That's a hard one.
I mean, it is a D6 instead of like actual cards. So I mean, 4 or under. Oh, I'll stay at 20 again.
20. So Baron. 20. Okay. House starts at. What did the house roll? 13. It really needs to hit 21 here for you to lose. So 13, 18, 21. Oh, I'm.
This game's rigged.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, sir. Maybe just for fun, why don't you roll 1 extra dice for us? See if you would have got that natural 1.
Nope.
Perhaps. Well, you lose either way, sir. So, and she scoops up your gold pieces. Come on, 1 more hand, please. 1 more hand.
No.
Okay. So the last game that's out there to play is called the Hand of Fate. This is very much player versus player, with the house taking 20% of the winnings. It is a 2 gold piece buy-in, though. So you need 2 gold pieces to do this one.
Grand Fair building.
What is this one?
So here's the way it's going to work. Everybody's going to roll a d12 in secretly. So you can either use the you could type that into roll 20, in which case it'll only be rolled to me, or you could use one of these, the very, very underused d12, good for barbarian hit points, and that's about it. So who's in? Farron, I know you're in.
Always.
I'll
Sansonet?
try. Yeah.
Bog?
Sure.
And Turtwig?
Try it once.
Yeah, Turtwig dumps 20 silver pieces on the table. Help of Red Farron, who helps him count it out.
That is perfectly fine. You'll be surprised how often we get copper pieces in this establishment. All right, so there's a couple of other people. Sorry, just a sec. I thought I had this handy. Okay, so there's a couple of humans there. Both of them male. One of them is called Asim. One of them is called Gren. Oh, and Asim says, well, we have some newcomers at the table, I see. Tell me, have you played, what did I call it? Have you played the Hand of Fate before? Little bit of skill involved, little bit of reading paper. A reading of people is to be encouraged. And you can attempt to read people, by the way, by making an insight check to see if they're bluffing or see what type of read you can get on it. This is a game where insight could be very useful. So Assam says, so, have any of you played the Hand of Fate before?
Never.
Never.
No.
No?
Nope.
What about you, Goblin?
I don't know.
Okay,
I
you
play
have
something at home with rocks. We roll rocks.
this is
So
a type of rolling rocks, I guess. So does anybody have an actual D12, or are you just going to use the roll just to me?
I'll use a d12.
Okay, so
yeah, what is it? 12.
Baron, do you have a D12 handy?
Yep.
Bog?
Yep.
Okay. Start up a little thing on the side here just to keep track. Okay, I'm going to do the actual dice too. First for Asim. And then for Gren. And obviously the higher the roll, the highest roll at the end of it, is the winner. And we'll... So first of all, the community dice is rolled. Okay? So everybody take note of what you actually rolled. And the community dice is a 5. Okay? Asim seems a roll and immediately folds, just throwing his cards back in. Doesn't feel he's going to win. Baron, what do you do?
You said we want high for this?
Yeah, the highest one wins. Yep. So
Oh,
obviously
God.
rolling a 12 on the dice would be good, or 1 not so good.
I'll stay in.
Sansone?
Sansone will stay.
Bog?
Fog will stay as well.
And Turtwig?
Turtwig reaches into his bag and pulls out 6 silver pieces and throws them into the middle very messy. Just throws them in the center.
2 gold pieces, 6 silver. Grin throws that in as well. He's more than happy to go. Oh, confident gambler. Very good. Baron, Sansonay, Fog, Turtwig. Oh, not Turtwig. If you want to match that, you're going to have to throw in another 6 silver pieces.
I'll match it then.
Okay.
So we'll fog.
Baron.
Yeah, let's do this.
All right. The second community dice is rolled. Oh, actually, no, that's not how we're going to do it. Everybody, once again, roll a d12 and take a note of it. So this is a private roll. Grin takes another gold piece and slides it in. Come on, slip in another gold. It's beginner's luck. I'll go easy on you this time.
Insight.
Sure. Anybody who wants to make a insight check can? If you roll a natural 20, I'll give you the actual value. Turtwig? Sansonay, you're not sure. Could be bluffing, could be not. Whisper something to Fog. And Turtwig. Oops, that's not how you spell that word. The Fog, that's what you pick up. And Turtwig, sick. Okay. Did you guys slide in an extra gold with that information?
Yeah.
Yep.
How many dice in total are being rolled?
There's one more round. So one more is going to be public, and one more is going to be private. The 2 more rolls. Next one.
And you,
Is
it's all
this
5 of them, or best of 3?
Oh, yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah, best of your 3 best rolls. That's a better way of doing it, actually. So your 3 best.
we roll 4, 1 public, and we take the best 3.
Yes, but there's going to be 5 total rolls. 2 of them public.
Got it.
Well, I've put my gold piece in it. What about you, Mr. Harangon? You look a little bit shaky. Are you nervous, perhaps? Nerves getting to you? I mean, if this is a
Play
bit,
to that, actually.
if this is a bit rich for you, just fold your cards. No shame in losing.
He'll shakily throw in a cold coin, like, I guess I'll keep playing.
And the coin
This person doesn't know why he's shaking.
and the coin promptly bounces off the table, but a kind-hearted staff member places it back on there.
Yeah.
What about you, Centaur? I appreciate you standing at the table. I assume you're used to standing. What's it gonna be?
Right. Well, I stand a lot. Usually, they don't really make chairs my size. But no, I'll match your little bet there.
Excellent. Mr. Hobgoblin, what say you?
I'm talking to Is
No.
that you?
Well,
Hobgoblin.
Hobgoblin.
Hobgoblin. Got it.
Drop a gold in the middle.
And you, Mr. Goblin, you look like a big spender. If you're confident, you could raise it even more if you want.
Yes, you can tell that Turtwig's just like sweating. He's over his head with all these numbers. And he's just like, I gotta go. He runs away from the table.
So that's a fold, in other words?
It's a fold.
And so there you
I was in for 6 already, or how much had I put in?
2 gold, 6
It was
silver.
2 gold and I did 6. Okay.
Yep.
Well, Turtwig does not have much money left.
That's a lot of math for that little man.
Yeah, he just couldn't handle it. He's like sweating in a corner.
Too much for him.
There's more than one number going on here.
Okay, next public roll is a 10. Well, Mr. Rabbit, I'll let you start the bets off. I'll wait to see what you do.
I'll check.
Sansone?
I'll raise. Is that right? Am I
Yep.
saying it right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I?
A gold?
God damn it.
Sim slides in another gold piece. Baron? Fog?
I'll slide in 10 silvers.
Fog?
Okay. Insight check. Sansone?
Sure. Roll an insight. Fog. And,
Oh my.
What the heck would I even...
well, you can choose deception or persuasion, and just like do a private roll to me. Don't roll it for your character sheet. Just do the math like.
I'll
D20.
just roll it just... Yeah, okay. Because they're both a +0.
Uh,
Uh,
so whisper it to Fog, Sansone, will like whether you're looking confident, whether you're sweating, whether you're bluffing. He definitely gets a good read on you. I mean, I see your roll. Fog doesn't, but I see it.
is that right?
If I don't see the whisper, but if Fog got it, then it's good.
Yeah, I got it. And that is very interesting because I will fold my head in.
Okay, so
Please.
you're down 3 gold, 6 silver.
Yep.
Some confidence from the centaur. Does your confidence hold up, though? And he slides in another gold piece.
So I'd have to match them?
Yep, so you've already put in... Yeah, you have to put in another gold piece, Anthony, and another 10 silver, Darren.
Yeah, I'll do it.
I'll put in 9 silver and 10 copper, and I'm literally broke.
Oh, you get down to the copper.
I'm down to 0 now.
Okay. Finally, roll your own private dice. So you should have a number now, so take your 3 highest. Comes around to Asim, who's going to just check. Eyes swing around to you, Fog. Sorry, to you, Farron.
He will shakily like tap the table to check.
Oh, you've got no money. Sansone?
This is the best of 3? Is that what this is?
Yeah, so the 5 dice you rolled, take the highest 3 ones that you rolled.
Okay. She's still good.
So everybody's checking.
Yep.
Well, why don't we start with you, Mr. Harangon? What did you get up to?
So you guys aren't gonna believe what I roll. Here, I'll just add my timeline of photos from my phone to the chat.
Oh, okay. Oh, what?
Yeah.
No way.
That's why I was like, you guys aren't gonna believe me, so I took pictures for everyone.
Oh, man. Okay. Asim, who's feeling really good, his top rolls were
I
a
mean, technically,
12.
you could have just put the dice down. So I still believe you. But
You're a good guy. So Asim gets 29, so not as good, so he won't win. Sansone?
Oh. Was I supposed to take pictures? Because I did not.
No, you don't know. I didn't say take pictures. I know you're a trustworthy person.
I was just saying the pictures don't like make it any more like trust. You
That's
say it, that's all.
technically true. $31. So what did you get? You got 36, 34. All right. So, actually, I should have been the 2 gold pieces from that. Give me a moment to do the maths on this. You've definitely won, Farron. That's the good news. So 15 gold, 18 silver for that. Person dropped out at the start. What heroes are 20. All right, you win 25 gold and 8 silver.
Wow.
But of course, you need to take out. Sorry, you need to take out 5 gold and 6 silver from that, because that will be working on your profits.
Yep. I just deleted everything from my character sheet and then gonna add that.
All right, very good. So yes. It was some remarkably beginner's luck, shall we say. One more hand?
No, I think I'm gonna walk away.
Gonna walk away, winner. Sansone? Fog?
Right. I think I'm done. I gotta go find our goblin.
And Fog, you're done?
Yeah, we need to get him to bed.
To be
I'm not done yet, just you wait. I'm going to the roulette table. And I'm gonna do something stupid.
Yes!
I'm putting it all on 13.
Oh God.
Every penny.
Do it.
Alright. Well,
So stupid, but I appreciate it.
the tabaxi's there. Are you sure you want to do that, sir?
The odds on that table are so bad, man.
Yeah.
God.
Oh yeah, Ranfaron's going for it.
Alright, so
Fog
with your...
He's rubbing his own foot.
Fog
His
just
lucky
shakes
rabbit's
his
foot.
head at him.
So, you're putting 25 gold and 8 silver on 13.
Yep.
Okay, let's,
Good
It's my in-life lucky number, so
let's bring up the box of doom. Alright.
come
Passing the
on,
dice
show me the
down.
money.
Making sure my
Be the
dice...
greatest moment.
Oh,
Oh,
well, my secret is revealed. Clipping it. There we go.
sadness.
So 13. All right.
Yeah.
Lucky 13.
Come on, show me the money.
My son was born on Friday the 13th, 2013. So in our household, 13
Oh,
is a
jeez.
lucky number. All right. So 13, here it goes.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh my god.
What?
Bruh.
Oh
You gotta
my
be kidding.
goodness.
Oh, that did not just happen.
That
did
just happened.
Yeah.
And Sylvanus told me to keep my mouth shut. I just wanted to let you know that that's what happened there.
Oh my goodness.
And the odds were 4 times.
Yep.
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 Oh my god. So I wanted to get rid of all my money, ended up with over 100 gold.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh wow. Wow. Well, I'm pleased I spent the time setting up this box of doom because it was just the perfect situation for it. Oh,
So that's 100 gold and 24 silver?
32.
That's
So
disgusting.
Or 32, yeah. Okay, well, I was 100% trying to lose all of my money, but I'm okay with this.
I do want
Wow.
to point out that for some reason we were lucky every time we called out a random number versus doing evens or odds. We're
Yeah,
100% for calling out a random ass number.
yeah, 7 and a 13.
Oh
there we
my
go.
goodness.
That's just amazing. That
That
is.
should not have happened.
It was perfect. And perhaps you should donate
Put it all on
that
21?
money.
No.
Donate that money to a needy cause. There are many in need in the city.
Like my belly.
After your belly.
Yeah, I could do that. You could do that.
All right.
Well, Ranfarron's most definitely gonna leave.
Remember on one of the earlier sessions, Farron, what did he bet? A cane or something?
My bow.
Oh, your bow. That's right. You're bowless for a while. You lost
I didn't
your
have a
bow.
weapon for a while.
Degenerate. No, wow. That's amazing. That's gonna go down in history.
Oh my.
Okay, so well done, Farron. That's amazing. You are why people have gambling problems because sometimes those things happen. All right.
Yep.
Okay, so back out into the busy city. You just looking to retire for the night, or
Right? Where did the goblin go? He's kind of small. It's kind of hard to find him.
Did he go somewhere?
He walked away from the table.
Yeah, you find Turtwig in the corner with another goblin he found, and he's playing a game of like flipping a coin or something. And he's feeling very comfortable with that level of gambling.
Right? So there is a goblin club then. I'm just not a member of it.
You're definitely not a member of it, no. But he's pleased to see you. He was thankful that you saved him from when he jumped off the 1,000-foot cliff. So he is happy to see you.
Right? I'll wait for him to be finished his game then.
You might want to just like pull him out because he'll just like sit there flipping the coin all night.
I'll just
and just like cackling over it. So you'll have to like forcefully get him out of there.
right. The problem is that I'm too nice for that, so I'm just gonna stand there and wait for somebody else to pull me to pull you.
If you just promise that there's like a big sort of moldy lump of cheese at the market next door, he'll probably get excited and want to go check that out.
It's like midnight. We're breaking into a store.
Details.
For some moldy cheese.
Comes along.
all right. I mean, you're in this whole casino complex is in the Sun-Cut Bazaar, kind of the marketplace. And the thing is alive. Yeah, it's getting off to the early hours of the morning, but the place is alive.
right? I think we're hunting for cheese. Then is that what we're doing? I
Oh
just
no,
hold.
that was just a lie to get him out there. You don't need to follow up with that. We can go do something else.
Right, is there anything cool in here? My friend just won a bunch of money.
Well, there's lots of cool stuff. What type of thing are you looking for, Farron? If anything.
I didn't know I was looking for anything. He's happy with his premium goblin longbow.
Okay, cool.
Right? Can we find him like a new ear or something?
Yeah, it's mean.
Well,
Metal. You could have or wood.
Wood.
there are like blacksmiths and jewelers and those type of things here. If you did want a new ear fashioned to cover up your missing ear from those blades in Betrayer's Rage, you could do that.
Couldn't
It would be
couldn't
cool
we
to
just?
have a metal ear tip. I'm down for that.
I was gonna suggest buying a plushie. There's got to be plushie rabbits.
Yeah, just sew the ear to my head.
It's about the
Uh,
same.
I think I might know the mend spell. I
There
do.
you go.
Mending.
Does that
Just.
count?
I mean, does that work? If I have my piece of my ear, does it work like that?
No, I don't think so.
Darn.
Break
mend
or
up-
tear in an object.
Are you
That's
objectifying
very-
him right now?
Oh lord.
No, I'm just wondering if it would work.
If you're
Right,
looking
we could all.
for someone who could do a prosthetic ear for Rand Farron, you need to have a look around the Suncart Bazaar. It's going to take you a good hour, so you're going to be working into the early morning. But if someone would like to lead the investigation, and you may roll at advantages, I assume you're all looking.
I'm not very good at investigation. If someone
Oh,
else wants
wait.
to do it.
I can't hear you. Something's going wrong.
No.
I could hear you fine.
I can hear me.
And I assume you're talking. What's going on?
Can you hear any of us, Malcolm? I
Beep,
don't think
boop.
he can hear. Wait,
Hey, I'm
Samson,
robot.
are you there?
Oh,
Right,
I can hear
yeah, I'm
you.
here.
I can't hear you.
No.
Let me close up Discord. Check. Check. Okay.
Back.
You guys can hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
I don't know what happened there. So my Bluetooth hearing headphones just disconnected. Okay, so as I was saying, so if you'd like to look around the Suncart Bazaar in the early hours of the morning, you're more than welcome to. Someone will need to lead the investigation check, and yes, whoever that is can make me at advantage as you're having a good look around.
Anyone here good at investigating?
I think that might be March.
I think so.
Yeah, March is not here.
Well, heck it, I'll do it. Why not? It's my ear.
There we go.
I'll like lift you up
I have
above
a
the crowd.
+1.
You're like
Alright.
10 feet up in the air.
Show me the money. Oh, perfect. I wasted all my luck in the casino.
It takes you after an hour if you haven't found something. I mean, it's an odd request. After 2 hours, you don't find something, and you're starting to get very tired. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning now. Would you like to? I mean, Would you like to go for another hour, or are you going to give
No.
up at this point?
I am going to bed.
Let's go to bed. I'm already shaky enough.
Okay, so without finding a prosthetic ear, not now at least anyway, turns out Randfarron's luck has a limit, and you make your way back to the harried mongoose. Now, because it's a slightly late night, I'm going to have everybody make me a Constitution saving throw, please. The DC will only be 5.
Wait.
Okay, good. We're missing Turtwig and just Turtwig. Turtwig, con save, please.
I cannot fail this.
Ah, there we go. You have a strong constitution. Okay, so nobody takes a point of exhaustion. You get the equivalent of a long rest, though I think you guys are long rested anyway. But if you're not, you are now. And yeah, your luck is really starting to turn, Farron, because your shakiness has left your body as well.
Oh, thank you.
You're no longer a shaky rabbit.
Just a half-eared rabbit now.
Half-eared, but that's been there for a while. Well, a day in the life of Randfarron anyway. So, what would you guys like to do?
Well, because that dude said he was gonna find us, right?
Yes.
So we should go and speak to the
other one, the blue cobalt soul, I think.
cobalt.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So the meal was included at the Harried Mongoose, by the way. It is one of the nicer places around here. But you, just a sec. Okay. So you make your way back across town, passing through by Calmaro, this place which you hopefully will lead you to the sunken city, which you know about. And you get to the Cobalt Soul. Just a second. All right.
These are the guys that like to get the artifacts and then lock them up, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so you come across a temple. It looks more kind of like somewhere between a temple and a library, and very obviously, judging by the people walking around, it is the base for the Cobalt Soul. It's called the Temple of the Mentor, and it's dedicated to Ion, who is god of knowledge, I think. There's a Temple of Ion as well. So it's a kind of half temple, half a library as well. And you see lots of people walking back and forth into the library / temple. What do you do?
Well, I guess we go in.
Okay, so you wander in. This fog, what does Sylvanus say, fog?
It's very busy, but I wasn't expecting that. I was right. Am I the only one that wasn't expecting it to be so busy? Anyway, I don't know who we need to talk to. Yeah. This is a little overwhelming. The other guys came to us. Now we have to go find these people.
So you
Yeah, it
wander.
was a little more convenient.
It was. So you wander into like the main atrium of the Temple of the Mentor, and you see there's almost uh, it's like a library. You have to walk past the front desk, and you see a very stuffy old human saying, "Oh, I'm dreadfully sorry. This is here strictly on Cobalt Soul business. And you're plainly not qualified, so I do ask you to please leave."
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And that's
Wait,
where the
to
campaign
us?
Yeah, right.
ends. I
Hey,
mean,
well, we already have someone willing to let us go down and find artifacts for them, so we don't really need you. We just wanted to hear what you could offer us. So
I'm
bye.
just the head librarian here. I just make sure the riffraff doesn't come in. Have a good day.
I will, thank
You
you. Are we
leave,
just leaving?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? That was sort of rude.
and as you leave the Temple of the Mentor, you see a person approaching you who you recognize. Who do you recognize? Does anybody want to put a guess in who you see?
Uh, we know a nerd. Is it Pollux? But he's not this group. Are
Nope.
they?
No,
Or
Pollux is the
no?
Allegiance of Allsight.
Yeah. What other nerd do we know?
Is it the one we killed?
Oh.
It better not be.
It's not a
No,
Loisian.
that was
He's
not
very
totally.
dead. Oh, actually, just dead. And burned to a crisp.
Sadness.
No one knows the answer to my question?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
I just gave you a big hint.
Yeah, is it question?
It is question.
There we go.
Ayo.
So remember, question was the tiefling who you met back at the inn in Bazozan. And she was very interested to exchange information with you. I think you asked her if she wanted to go down into the Betrayer's Rise with you, but she said that's not her thing. She's a researcher. She's not out there to confront demons, especially. But she sees you, and you see her, and says, guys! Hey, it's me, Christian! How are you guys doing? How did you get here? What's going on? Hi! Very
We
excited.
just got kicked out.
Well, yeah, there's a whole kind of hierarchy thing here. It's just BS if you ask me. But you do need to be a proper member of the Cobalt Soul. If you're going to be in the Cobalt, if you're going to go into the library, they're a bit touchy-feely, massive artifacts stored down here, massive, very valuable books. They can't just be letting anybody in, which I kind of agree with. But I don't like the whole hierarchy thing, There's me, kind of a lower level Cobalt Soul, and it goes up and up and up and up and up and up to the High Curator. Anyway, guys, hi, how did you get here?
Right? We broke a stone tablet,
Oh,
And then
and
poof.
yeah, we teleported here. How did you get here?
well, something similar, actually.
Oh.
The Cobalt Soul provided me with a tablet, and they said once I'd done as much research as I could to come back here, and here I am. Now I heard rumors that you went into anyway. Come, let's go somewhere. I'm buying. That's how good I feel. Let's go to
Right?
the
I cannot disagree with free things.
free things. And she
Mhm.
takes you to a place over here, more in the Sand Herald district. It's called Agir's Whetstone. It's a step or two down from the Harried Mongoose. It's a place people go to drink and socialize. You notice there's worse places here whose sole purpose seems to be just to get people drunk. It's a couple of sets up from there. And she buys you all a drink. Ale all around? Anybody want something different? No?
All around.
Okay, ale's all around. And she comes back and puts big pint of ale in front of you. You get a full-sized one. Rand Farron, at least being this size, you can get drunk a lot cheaper. Just as terms of body mass, where it works the opposite way for Sansonay. It's going to take a lot. That is her goal, to get drunk. It's a more expensive proposition for her. But the ale is perfectly nice. It's not the best you've ever had, but far from the worst. And she says, so, guys, tell me about the Betrayer's Rise. What did you learn?
Right?
Why are we telling her things again?
I
know
think we
we-
agreed. We agreed to. I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but why? What did we get?
The
Can't remember.
drinks in our hands, they're right in front of us.
Oh, I'm asking us as players.
Oh, as players, they were gonna. They had some info on the amulet thingy, I think, didn't they?
Did they give it to
Yeah, she told
us?
you several things.
Oh, right.
And
Okay. Oh, no, I just needed to remember if she actually followed
she did
through
follow
or if we
through.
were waiting. Okay.
Yes, what's it called? Oh yes, it was in the ready room where you met her, and she showed you a picture of a sketch of Cartha and Rubidius, and it also showed it an island covered in trees, and it looked very much like the Emerald Grotto. So she gave you that clue. And she initially showed you a rough drawing of the Jewel of Three Periods. You showed it to her, and you exchanged information. She also shared with you a symbol depicting a long-haired woman peering into the distance. You worked out it was Evandra the Changebringer. And it was odd because she took the rubbing from the front of the Betrayer's Rise. And she told you about a folk ballad written about a halfway god. A champion was given so much power by the three deities. And I can't remember if you revealed that you knew that was Elixion or not. But she did give you lots of information.
Yeah, I don't think we did, but yes, I remember now. Thank you.
And the deal struck was you learn something, you'll tell her, and vice versa, sharing of information. So she'll ask once again. So yeah, you guys went into the Betrayer's Rise. That's amazing. First of all, good to see you're alive. Everybody's in one piece. Oh, Farron, what happened to your ear?
It was slowing me down.
Well, that's a bit extracting. Why did you only cut off the one then?
It wasn't my choice.
Oh, what happened? Tell me. Give me the details.
There was this long hallway with gyrating blades, and the floor tilted, and I slid into some blades,
Oh,
and there was my ear.
Oh, well, I'd heard about the stories of the horrible things that happens in the Betrayer's Rise. I'm so sorry to hear that, Farron. So sorry.
It's okay. My blood and the blood of my friends opened the door to safety.
Blood of your friends. Oh, wow, that's scary.
Yeah.
Did you?
We almost died.
And then, oh, I'm glad you're alive. That's good to see. And she looks around and makes eye contacts with all of you. Well, I'm sure there's some trials and tribulations, but did you learn anything about the calamity? About this halfway god that I told you about? Did you learn any information?
We were gonna tell them stuff, weren't we? Like, we trust this person, I'm pretty sure.
We did agree to share info. It's just a matter of whether or not we want to go back on our word.
Yeah. I mean, me personally, like as a character and a player, I like this person, so I'm down for like sharing the whole like because we already showed them the amulet, so they already know we
Yeah,
have
they
it.
know we have it. That's
So
true.
I'm down to like tell them all the stuff about Ghost Dude that needs saving.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
I can
Yeah,
agree.
I'm down for that. It's always good to have a nerd on the inside that can look things up for us because we're too dumb to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'm assuming this was all player-to-player conversation. So now
Yes.
player-to-player
Not in
conversation
front of this lady. Yeah.
is over. So, yeah, what did you learn? Anything about the halfway god? This curly-haired gentleman? Did you learn anything about him?
He is beneath this very city.
No. Get out of here.
That was what happened to me.
Well, how did you learn that?
Prayed at an altar.
He'd at an altar. Wow.
Vision.
And he says he's beneath Ankarel. He's surely down in Calamaro then. And that just seems to be where your destiny is headed.
Right? Yeah,
Yep.
but that kind of poses a bit of an issue though, because they're not allowing people down there. And then, we try to go talk to your people, and they call us riffraff.
Well, to be fair, they do get a lot of people trying to wrangle their way, and there's very much a process for joining up with the allegiance with the Cobalt Soul. So there are ways.
The lady didn't even say that. She just said, "Nah," took one look at us, told us to turn around.
Well, that lady,
agree.
she's a bit rude. I can't be said I've
Just stinky doo-doo head.
stinky doo-doo head, exactly. No one likes her, except for the muckety mucks at the Cobalt Soul, because she keeps people out. I mean, I think their theory is if 100 people come in and one of them is going to be useful, then it's worth the risk of turning the other 99 away. So her job is to turn people away, and she does a great job of it. But, yeah. So he's under the city. Wow. That's interesting. And do you have any leads or anything to get you into Calmaro?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'm listening.
Right? So when we poofed here, some strange man offered us drinks, so we went and drank with him, and then he said, "Hey, if you want to join with us and, give us all the neat shit, then we'll take you down there." So we said we'll think about it. And then, we're thinking about it.
I have to say that meeting felt oddly familiar.
Ooh,
Feels oddly familiar to this one.
Oh, well, okay. Well, oh, what did this gentleman look like? Was he representing anybody?
Right? Yeah, the red ones. What are they called again?
Oh,
Secret people.
the consortium of a Vermilion Dream. Is that him?
Yeah.
Right? Yep, that sounds right.
Those are the
Yes.
ones.
Silver Dragonborn?
Yep.
Yeah, guys, look, let me be perfectly frank and honest with you. You don't want to be dealing with those guys. They're... They approached me once and made this fantastical argument about, saving millions of lives for sacrificing thousands. And that's, if you ask me, that's just philosophical bullshit. Those type of situations never ever come up in real life. This is one of the reasons I'm with the Cobalt Soul. We're grounded in reality and practicality. Those situations of millions, sacrificing millions to save billions, how many times has that come up in the history of ever? Never. It's just philosophical ramblings. And we take a much more
Right.
practical approach. Like these things always fall into the people's hands. It's not to save people, it is to kill people. It always falls into the wrong hand, time and time again. History will tell you that.
Right. Can I draw a little bit of a parallel here for that whole riffraff conversation that we were just happening?
Sure.
So the Cobalt Soul is perfectly willing to, sacrifice that one person that actually does have something interesting to keep away the however many that don't.
Uh-huh.
Is that not like the sacrificing millions to save billions sort of thing that you just said?
Well, I guess. But that's, just we get so many people there claiming, "Oh, I'm going to save the world. I need access." It just gets a bit much, I think. But you raise a good point, Sensei. No organization is perfect. But tell you what I can do for you. I can introduce you to someone. His name is Iwo Zilir. I'm not saying he can give you access to Calmaro where this guy's staying, but he can at least start you on the process of becoming members of the Cobalt Soul. Maybe if you do things right, maybe you can advance up the proverbial food chain. Of course, if you stuff it up, then there's no chance.
I am not becoming a member of the Cobalt Soul, so
Right. Is there
you,
not some sort of contract work? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we just kind of go down, you take your notes, We're
Yeah.
fighters. Like, we don't really do the whole thinking thing.
Well, I mean, if you want access to the Cobalt Soul, I mean, I'm just a lowly member myself. But, yeah, if you did some missions for them, and there's a whole lot of stuff that needs doing, and I can introduce you to the right people. But you're hesitant, Fog? Why the hesitancy?
first of all, we are in a rush. This not only are we competing with others to get him free, but he has been tortured for what, millennia?
Yeah, long time.
And I have no interest in working or doing the bidding of your masters for however long they want us to do. We have access. You say they're bad, but they're going to give us access now. So thanks, but no thanks.
All right. I'm surprised they gave you access straight away. That would be unusual. I mean, here's the other thing you might want to consider, Fog.
We have to do a little bit for that. I've just remembered.
Just out of character, if a DM can get out of character, he never made you any guarantees that he'd give you immediate access to Kalmoro. That was not on the table. This is something you might want to consider, though. Like the legions of Warside, they control the guards, they control the Kalmaro itself, and the Cobalt Soul. Let's say we have complicated relationships with the allegiance. In terms of complicated relationships, it doesn't get much more complicated than the consortium of the Vermilion Dream. They're not allowed in there at all. So if you want to align with them, well, that's your choice. But you're going to have a hard time actually getting in. It's going to be under the premise, the guise of subterfuge in some sort of way. I mean, we do know that they have gotten things out of the Calamaro. These weapons infested with this red stuff. It's what everybody wants at the moment. The Cobalt Soul, not the least of which, wants it. So the consortium is getting in there. I don't know how. The Allegiance doesn't know how. That's surely some type of subterfuge. You're my good friends, laying out the options for you.
So why don't you tell someone that maybe we can find out how that's happening?
Well, it's but several a lot of resources have been dedicated by both the Allegiance and the Cobalt Soul to try and find out how the consortium is doing it. We don't know. quite frankly, I like you guys. And you survived the betrayer's rise. You're nice and friendly back into me at the inn in Bazozan. But here, not to put too fine a point on it, but you're a bunch of nobodies.
Right? Apparently we're riffraff.
Don't take that too personally. She calls everybody riffraff.
Right? I don't even know what it means. That's the part that makes me even angrier.
Let's just say unwelcome visitors, shall we say?
Oh, right. I guess that just sounds kind of accurate.
I mean, the riffraff was the way that Malcolm uses it, is dirty people coming in and trying to enter your home. Like a homeless person entering into a hotel would be considered riffraff. So it's a bit harsher than what Question was saying. Yeah, so just unwelcome visitors, riffraff. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, if you want an inn for the Cobalt Soul, I can introduce you to Iwo. And if you want to, if you think you're more sneaky, then maybe your contact with the Vermilion Dream.
And Fern will just look at Samson and be like, I don't think we're very sneaky yet.
What do you mean?
I mean, you're huge. How are you sneaky?
Right. You see, I've come up with a disguise, actually. I thought about it a lot earlier. I think if I get a big potato sack and I, cut out little eye holes and make the front half look like a horse, I don't think anybody would realize that I'm not just a really big horse.
Oh my.
That's amazing.
It is. It is.
It's going to be a
Oh,
horse with a
jeez.
very big head.
Yeah.
And Star has human arms. Let's not.
Oh.
Right? Well, I don't think that they'd question it.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys. Actually, I haven't heard from you, Turtwig. How are you feeling about this whole thing? Oh, I think you've been drinking too much.
Oh.
Very staticky there, Turtwig. Very staticky.
I can't
You
hear a
making
thing he's
some
saying.
sort of
Yeah.
noise, but that's
Sounds
it,
like
bud.
you're possessed by a demon.
Yeah, it really does.
Maybe disconnect out of Discord, connect back in.
How's this now?
Oh, perfect.
Much better.
Hey, there we go.
So, Turtwig, I haven't heard from you. What's your thoughts on this?
When I was in Urzen, I used to do adventures for my old king. We should do some adventures. I don't think he really knows which group he wants to go with, but he likes the idea of doing adventures.
Well, there's going to be adventures either way. I mean, getting into there is going to be a challenge. Look, I'll tell you what to do, guys. I've laid out what I think. My recommendation is not to go with a consortium of a Vermilion Dream. Let's assume everything goes right. You work with them, they find cool stuff, they find powerful stuff, they sell it to the highest bidder. Somebody nasty out there is going to have a powerful artifact at their disposal. I don't like that. I'm not for that. But you cool guys, I'm sure you'll come up with the right decision. I mean, if you'd want guaranteed access, that would be the Allegiance of Allsight, because they run it. But you'd get access if you made the right moves in the Cobalt, so legitimate access, shall we say. Anyway, I've said my 10 cents worth, my 10 coppers worth. I'm going to let you guys talk. I'm just going to have a beer at the bar. And she gets up and just sits at the bar.
I think the Cobalt Soul sounds cooler, more pleasant. That's my view.
I mean, it seems like a safer and like a guaranteed way to get in eventually.
It's going to take years.
Right. Well, let's see what the fella has to say. And then if he doesn't say like right away, I don't know. We could always just go over to the place that we don't like, to the people that we don't like, and try to see if we could go down with them.
We worked with them before, didn't we? Didn't we murder one of them?
No, that's not what I meant. I meant the
Allegiance, the
oh,
war
what's her
site?
name again? Io. Yeah, Io. Io Jabe and their crew.
Oh, no, definitely not her.
Right, but you see, the thing is that they've got a definite in, and it's not like that they're that bad. It's just her.
Poor Io. No one likes Io.
Okay, fine.
Because we could always ask. I mean, what are they gonna say? No? Well, then we know. Then it's a no.
I agree.
Huh.
If nothing else, we'll probably get more free drinks out of it, it seems.
Right? I feel like every place we go, we're getting free drinks. This place is fucking awesome. Okay, well, I think, are we gonna go try to find them then, or?
I guess.
Yeah.
Huh?
Christian comes up and says, "Oh, okay, guys. Look, you make up your mind up. You can just find me at the Temple of the Mentor. So keep an eye out for me. If you want an inn for the Cobalt Soul, I'm your girl."
Yeah, we'll let you know if we find anything else out. Anything cool.
All right, and same goes for me as well. Yeah. All right. Take care. And she dashes out of the inn. And you're interested in going to the Crystal Chateau?
Is that the place that we've marked with the big red X?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Give me a second. Where are you? Okay. So you head back across town, leaving the inn behind you, and go to the Crystal Chateau. Now this is an immense structure of smoky quartz and white marble. And it stands out very much inside of the Sigil district. It stands out. It's a beautiful, beautiful building. And a quick ask around. It serves double duty as both a university for the teaching of spellcraft and arcane theory, and as a center for the Allegiance's operations. So people come here to study and learn. It's almost like a university thing, almost. The entire chateau is closed off with a white iron fence. And there's a couple of guards in there, and they're checking credentials as people go in and out of the Crystal Chateau. What do you do?
Right. I feel like this is kind of go up and ask the guards kind of situation. I feel like we're probably not going to be able to sneak in.
Yeah, I think
I thought we were just coming here to talk to everyone but IL.
Right? Yeah, no, that's the thing. But the thing is that they're checking credentials or something like that. We don't got no badges.
You don't need no stinking badges.
Right? Okay, well, I'll try then. I'll walk up. I don't know, stand in line, I guess.
Okay, so the two guards, you recognize some of the guards around here. They're all with the same thing, and they're representatives of the Hands of Ord. There's a local police force here. And a couple of guards of the Hands of Ord there, a couple of humans. Credentials, miss.
Right. Well, see, the thing about that is I don't got none. I'm actually just looking for one of our buddies, or I guess a couple of our buddies. If you'd be able to help.
Who are you looking for?
Right. Prolix Yusuf, I believe. That's the name.
Prolix Yusuf.
Yes, I think that's right.
Can I
That's what my notes say at least.
Prolix Yusuf is correct, yeah. And he
Okay.
he rubbed his stubby chin and said, Prolix Yusuf. Yeah, I think I could locate him for him. You see, I'm on guard duty at the moment, and if I left my post, I'm bound to be subject to some kind of fine from the captain.
Right. Well, I mean, if it makes it any better, like there's two of you here, and I could just kind of stand here and look menacing, so that none of the riffraff come in, if that's what you're trying to do.
Look, miss, if I leave my post, I'm going to get a 5 gold piece fine. It's just going to be unfortunate for me. He stares
Right.
at you blankly.
Right.
I mean, I could pay that fine for you if you're worried about the cost of it.
Right. Yeah. Oh, I understand what this is. Yeah, we could do that for you. That's fine.
Well, if you're happy to pay the fine, I'm happy to find Prolix for you.
Yeah, sure.
Easy
Wouldn't
come,
want you to get in
easy go,
trouble.
Baron. Easy come, easy go.
Yep.
And he pockets the 4 gold pieces. And Sansanova didn't realize it was just a plain old excuse for a bribe. And it
Right.
worked.
Yeah,
Yep.
she was thinking about it. She actually got it. She understood this time.
Oh, good.
Redfern didn't. He didn't want the poor man to get a fine because of us.
Excellent. Okay, so he leaves. His buddy kind of stands in the center to prevent people entering in this big metal gate that leads into the Crystal Chateau. And eventually, the guard comes back. And behind him, trotting? Not sure that's the right word. Sounds a bit racist almost. Is the form of
Wow.
Prolix Yusuf. Oh, it is you guys. What is it that you want?
Right. Well, you don't sound very happy to see us again, Prolix.
I am not that happy to see you. You've been nothing but rude to me. You mocked me,
Oh.
you tripped me up at the crematorium in the Bazazan. What is
Right.
it now? Come back with bended knee because you want something from Mr. Prolix.
Right. Well, you know what? I'll give you an apology. I have a hard time keeping control of my fox friend.
Still, you embarrassed me. You did
Right.
mocking of me? You made fun of me? What is it?
When did we
that's
make
you want?
fun of you? I didn't. I've only ever had like a good image of you. I don't think any of us really. Maybe, yeah, like I said, maybe the fox friend of ours, but I don't know. I think he's asleep in my bag. I don't actually know where he's went. Now that I think about it, that's a little concerning.
You can make a persuasion or a deception check, if you like. Anthony. Your choice. What is it that you want, Anthony?
Right. Okay. Well, we were thinking about everything that went down in that crazy crystal room that we were at like Bazazan and stuff like that.
Yes.
Right. And I was thinking, we'd probably be a lot more efficient if everybody just actually was on the same team, you know what I mean? Like if we all went down.
Went down. I assume you want access to the Kelmaro?
Right? Yeah. Instead of being a little like, because we've had other people come and I don't know talk to us about it, but I feel like everybody else is kind of uh shifty, riffraff. I don't know.
It's your favorite word now.
Yeah, I don't know. I've learned it today. I
Word of
just
the
learned
day.
it today. In fact.
All of you has been the talking to the other people. You'll know that the Allegiance has control of Calamaro. No one goes in or out without our strict permission. In certain situations, we let the members of the Cobalt Zol to enter. We have had troubles with the consortium of the Million Dream. They have not allowed access, but they have found a way nevertheless. So, you want access? You have something I have? And yet our relationship has been strained. So tell me, do you wish to use the influence of the Allegiance to gain access to Kelmaro?
Right. I think it's probably for the best.
For who's best?
Uh,
Everybody.
I was gonna say Elixion actually. I feel like it was pretty clear who they were talking to, and I don't just mean Fog. They wouldn't have shown themselves to all of us if they didn't mean it for all of us.
Was this Alexian fellow? He is interesting. We let's look at the facts that we know. He was some type of critical figure in the calamity. He seemed to have been heroic in some way, shape, or form. And since then, he's been locked up in a prison of some sort, one can assume for thousands upon thousands of years. Tell me, Sansne, what would happen to you if you was locked up for thousands of years? Or by your
Right?
lonesome? What would happen?
Well, I'd probably rot and die. That seems to be what happens with most of them.
Assuming you had some unnatural life, and you could live on for thousands of years in isolation, what would become of you?
You know, I'm not really sure. I'm not very good with hypotheticals. I'm assuming it'd probably be pretty lonely, though.
Well, that is the understatement. Perhaps one of your companions might hazard a guess. At this point, Pollux addresses all of you and say, what would happen to you if you were locked up for thousands of years in utter isolation? What would become of you?
Probably start to go crazy.
Easy too.
The Halagon is perhaps smarter than the Centaur. Locked up
Yay.
in isolations for thousands and thousands of years would definitely make me go mad. And talking to Io and Maggie, they have a similar opinion. This being is of immense power, very strong. So, we have come to the conclusion that this Elixian fellow doesn't need to be saved. He needs to be destroyed.
What happened to you, man? I thought you were cool.
Tell me, Mr. Fogg, where is the flaw in my logic?
You've condemned this creature, this thing crying out for help. You assume it is crazy, but you do not know it. If this being is as powerful as you assume it is it not possible that it has the mental capacity to maintain its composure over these thousands of years, and it is simply in immense and constant pain, crying out for help?
Let's assume everything you said is correct. Lying out in pain for thousands of years. Not want to sanity. The critical words you used, Mr. Fogg, is you said that he was possible. Perhaps it is possible that he has survived. He's going to be a creature for good. Maybe there's a 10% chance he's gone mad and will seek ruin upon Alexandria itself. There's a 20% chance. Do you have people you love and care for, Fogg?
I know these people around me.
Would you take, say, a 10% chance on them dying?
We've done like 15 things that have way higher percentage of us dying. Several of us have come extremely close. In fact, what was that guy's name? We were just talking about him last week.
Aloysian.
Duck?
Aloysian.
Luck? No. Duck? Oh, Buck. He died.
Oh, Buck. Oh, poor Buck.
That's tragic.
Yeah.
Rest in pieces.
See, this is not so much the hypothetical. If you are right, if he is somehow sane, I am not prepared to gamble away the fates of the entire Alexandria, almost, it seems. This is a powerful being. Best that we put it down while it's in its cage. You may want to risk thousands upon thousands of lives across Alexandria. I am not. Perhaps you are right. If you are right, well, he gets free. He's a great being. If I am right, there's a distinct chance he will unleash his fury upon Alexandria. I'm not prepared to take this chance. I think if you look deep into your soul, Fogg, you come to the same conclusion.
This is the same hypothetical we got from those dream people. Kill one person to save the many. Theirs was kill some to save the many. So
Oh, it's similar, yes. If I am wrong, an innocent dies. If you are wrong, thousands of innocents die. The math is simple.
your perspective.
So if you wish to work with the Allegiance, I may be able to make that happen. But I would need this agreement that this Elixian thing needs to be killed. That is the
Let's
price of
go.
a mission.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Right. Well, thanks for, talking with us. I appreciate it. I don't think that we're interested in your, what's going on here. But I do also want to apologize again. I don't think we made fun of you, but if we did, then I'm sorry. I do feel bad now. I'm trying to think about it.
Apology
You didn't make-
accepted, Sensei.
Right. Well, good luck with your stuff. We'll probably maybe see ya. I don't know. Have fun. And
Take care.
tell everybody we said hi.
Except Io.
Except I.
I will pass
Right.
on Aya your warmest greetings, Fogg. And she goes back into the. He goes back into the crystal chateau.
Okay, we really have to figure out a way to get in there.
Right. Well, I think that's just kind of wait. Let's get out of the way first. Now that we're not talking next to the guards, that's a little awkward.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're gonna keep the X on that part of the map. I feel like we've just completely taken that out.
Yep.
Not happening.
Nope.
Okay.
Unless we
Well,
wanted to go with them, lie, and then
right. I'm a
because-
really bad liar, though.
Yeah, I just don't agree with anything they stand for at this point. I don't think even lying. I don't think I could go along with their whole
Fair
shtick
enough.
they got going on there.
Right. It kind of concerns me a little bit with like Io and their group that they're just like, yeah, we'll help you to Elixian's face, but they're with the people that are planning on killing him. That's kind of rude.
It sounds like an IO decision, not the group's decision. Seems whatever IO says goes.
See, that's why I like our group. It's a democracy that's, I guess, kind of also not a democracy because we ask Sylvanus all the time.
I mean,
What's that?
we take everyone's opinion, and Sylvanus gives us guidance, but we determine the final outcome of our.
Right.
We pave our own path.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Like, they never would have let Farron gamble all night looking the way he did last night. That was his choice.
Yeah.
Let
And it
him
paid off in the end for some reason.
somehow. If Sylvanus guided us to him winning 100
Yeah.
gold.
To
Right.
riches.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, here's a question here. How does Sylvanus feel about the Cobalt Soul?
I know this sounds crazy, but I think our best bet are the bad guys.
Right? The fact that you've called them the bad guys, though, is not a good sign.
But we're aware. And I'm thinking that maybe we find out how they are getting in and we use that information to have the Cobalt Soul. Now I just don't want to help these guys out of spite. Man, I don't like any of these people, honestly. We're really in a bind here, guys.
Right? I'm so upset that we can't just dig down.
They all suck.
They don't align with any of our group.
Yeah.
Give us 3 options and we want a 4th.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm leaning more towards the Cobalt Soul because screw these guys. He points at their pearly white gates. The other group seems a little sketchy, if I'm going to be honest, since nobody likes them and they have to sneak their way in.
Right? What are your thoughts on this Turtwig?
And I like question. Question's fun.
Turtwig?
Our Twig's dead.
Is Turtwig sleeping? Or is Turtwig muted?
Oh, sorry. I keep on going on mute. I'm sorry.
No, you're all good.
Wait, did you hear anything I said? Oh,
No.
geez, I'm
Nope.
sorry. Okay, just please continue. Please continue. I don't want to repeat. Please continue.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Which one are you leading?
I still like this group, and the Cobalt Soul is the second one. That's where Turtwig is leaning, but he'll go with either one.
Right?
Okay.
Okay. Well, I mean, we could see what sort of thing Question wants us to do, or Question's friend wants us to do. And we could see what things the red people want us to do.
Yep.
And then kind of go off of that, because if one, like I said, if one's just like a little tiny thing and the other one's a big thing, then we'll just go with the one that's easier. We're kind of lazy.
Fair.
Efficient lazy, though. You know what I mean?
The least we could do is at least like meet this person that question knows, and we can straight up ask them like if we're interested in going down there. Best case scenario, how soon could we get down there? Type thing.
Right.
There, but we're never going to be allowed down there if we tell anyone that we're trying to save Alex.
Just say we're interested in what's down there, or if they need like a bodyguard detail or
General tourism.
General tourism.
something. That one might be out of the question. No, we're just going down to look around, take some pictures,
No.
get some souvenirs.
2 selfies.
Yeah.
Talk with the locals,
All right, well, what time of day is it now?
Still fairly early on in the day. Around lunchtime, we'll say.
The other shady guy still hasn't contacted us. He's like, "Oh, we'll talk to you when we need you, blah, blah, blah. Or when the time is right." Well,
Been
when
like-
is the time going to be right? It's
like
been a
12
day.
hours.
Yeah. Probably already forgotten about this. So. Until he contacts us, that lead is kind of dead, I guess. At least humor question by talking to this other person.
All right, well then we should talk with Question's friend, I guess, and see what they would require of us.
Yeah. Because, if it's some crazy thing, then I don't really want to do it.
I think we're going to have to lie to someone at some point.
Oh, 100%.
Yep.
Okay, so you're going back to the Cobalt Soul to find Question and see what the whole deal is, by the sounds of it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so you head back over to the Cobalt Soul. And we'll do this one. And you find her. She said, "Oh, hi." Bad. Red crossed out several times. Wow, that's harsh. No things with the Legions of All side. Okay, so you find Chris. Oh, hi guys. You interested in meeting my friend? Well, friend, superior, I guess. You in?
Right? Yeah, we'll talk to him, I think. I think that's what we came up to.
All right. Right. So she leads you back into the library, the Temple of the Mentor, and there's the lady says, "Look, I talked to you before. You type is not allowed here." No, they're friends of mine. Please. Each member is allowed to bring certain dignitaries in or friends, and these are my friends. So we're off to meet Mr. Zalari. So please let him aside. And she just shoots you daggers. And you swear you hear under her breath, "Bloody riffraff." But, not Io Jabby, Question. I lead you up through the steps of the Cobalt Soul. And up a couple of levels in the Temple of the Mentor. You see a closed door with the name of the guys on it, Iwo Zalir. And guys, just be polite. You are guests of mine, and if you do anything silly or bad, then it's going to reflect badly on me. So please, just be polite.
Right. It should be fine. Our fox is lost today.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Fox is not good with the social graces. I'm sure he, I'm never quite sure, has some social graces lessons. But yes, just polite as you can. Okay. Question knocks on the door, and she opens it up, and inside there is a desk. It's just covered in books. Probably makes sense only to the person who put the books there, but it looks like just a shambles for the first look. And it's a dressed in. Actually, I'll show you some art for this. This is the type of garb that you see people walking around in. This is like the garb of the Cobalt Soul.
Fancy.
I thought there was lots of them. And there's people around looking like this. But I've always got at least some blue inside of it. This particular person is dressed like the first one I showed you. Oh, I just loaded. And but he's a half-orc. And as I said, he's just things scattered everywhere. And question says, a curator, Iwo, Mr. Zelier, I have some friends of mine here, and they're interested in perhaps helping out the Cobalt Soul. Isn't that right, guys? Looks around at you guys.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the half-orc is wearing a pair of glasses. He takes off his glasses and he says, well, tell me, what interest have you of joining in the Cobalt Soul? Why do you wish to join?
Right. So a shiny man from Crystal kind of spoke to us, and he's down in Kelmoro, so we need to go down in there. We figured that's kind of something up your alley.
He looks momentarily confused, and he turns to Question and says, what the bloody hell is she talking about? Well, you yourself sent me to Buzzozan, right? Remember that? The whole finding out about this calamity thing. These guys might have a lead for it, and I think there's someone down there who might need saving. He raises his eyebrows and says, well, it is an interesting theory. Do you know how many people I get here claiming to want to save someone? People who say, we need access to the Cobalt Soul, or the world itself will end. My family will destroy nations. We doubled. I need some type of commitment from you. And he looks across the balcony, down to the library floor below. He says, I could perhaps entertain the possibility of you joining the Cobalt Soul, but only because Question here is vouching for you, being such a dedicated member, traveling to faraway lands like Buzzozan, coming back with information. And she's, but Mr. Curator, actually, a lot of the information I brought back came from these guys. You can trust them. And he says, only because it's you, Question. And he looks out on the balcony. He beckons you over. Here, I wish to show you something.
Go over.
Oh, investigators report that this man, and he points out a man down on the floor, minding his own business while reading a book. The wizard has numerous body piercings on him, like nose, many in the ear, just a whole lot of body piercing, the eyebrow. And he says, and the man is leaning, next to him leans a staff topped with a carving of a snake's head. And he says, investigators report this man is likely a cultist of Zahir, the cloaked serpent, one of the betrayer's gods. If you wish to join, shall we say, I will need you to perform a task for me. Your orders are to follow him back to his home without causing a scene, find out why he's here. If it is to cause trouble, apprehend him, and turn him over to the hands of Ord, and report back to me when you are done. Do
Right,
this
well-
for me, and we can talk further.
Right. Okay, so what if it isn't to cause harm? What if he's just doing his own little thing, but he is a cultist?
You make it sound trivial. A cultist of a betrayer god is no small thing. But
Right, so it's... No, you first, sorry, don't mean to interrupt you.
well, meanwhile, it is true. Some people call joint cults not so much for the, we say, doctrine of the cult, but just to feel important. Maybe as a social thing. I know it sounds bad. Oh, let's all worship Asmodeus and sacrifice goats. Ha ha ha. Have a beer afterwards. But some people do find them social. But it is your job, miss. Find out what he's about. If he is indeed a dedicated cultist of Zahir, then he needs to be arrested. Ziban Sa'ut is the ruler of Ankaral. He does not look too fondly about those who worship the betrayer gods. So, find out what you can. Report back to me. If he is a cultist, he needs to be arrested.
And if he tries to kill us,
Ankaral is not like other cities. We have hands of Ord patrolling the street. And things like, if it comes to a sword fight and people die, you could very easily end up prison. It'd be best if this is resolved in a non-violent way. So if what question has told me you are new to this town, we have laws, we have codes. Other cities
so
you
you
could get away
cannot
with.
defend yourself in the city, is what you're saying. Run away from a fight.
Defense is fine, but defense is very difficult to prove practically. Oh, he attacked me. Oh, no, he attacked me first. It's complicated.
But you know he's a cultist, so he might attack us.
We
I
don't know if he's a
suspect-
cultist, that's the job.
I suspect he's a cultist.
Right. So, and without sounding snippy about it, is it the snake staff?
I don't know about the snake staff. I mean, it kind of goes hand in hand with the cloak serpent, the most popular imagery of Zahir. Maybe there's a coincidence with the staff, I don't know. Once again, this is your job to find out.
Right.
Hmm.
Okay, well, we'll do our best. When did you want this information by?
Well,
Oh, right. Yes, that first, and then ask another question after.
I have no love for cultists of Zahir. As indeed Jamon Sud, the ruler of Ankral. So, the sooner the better. Unless you have other pressing matters to attend, and you do have other pressing matters, then don't bother. We will find someone else to do this job for us.
I think we're good. The secondary question that I had was like, is this the only job that we have to do before we go down into Kalmoro, or is this like a multi-job sort of deal?
Almaro is a complicated place to get into. It requires a lot of, shall we say, political maneuvering on my part. So in a roundabout way, no, this will not be the only way. This will not lead you to Calamaro. Perhaps if you prove yourself useful to the Cobalt Soul, perhaps then we can negotiate with the Allegiance to get you access.
Right. Okay.
So, do you agree to take this job?
Right. I'm fine with this. I mean, cultists are usually pretty bad.
Yeah, this seems like a easy one.
Well, do not let me detain you any further. Yeah, that's his polite way of asking you to go, so we should go, guys.
Right. Yeah. Sorry, not so great on the social cues yet. Okay, let's go now.
Yep.
Yep.
Do it.
Well, guys, he's a bit of a grumpy old fart, but he's a good sword. I think if you do this for him, he would appreciate it, and yeah, start making some moves on your behalf, shall we say? But I got things to do. And I feel like if I do this, it'll kind of look badly. Ooh, they couldn't do it unless they had a Cobalt Soul person with them. So, I will leave you to it.
Right. And do we need you to come with us the next time we come in, or is the lady at the front gonna yell at us again if we try to come in?
I'll have words with her, saying you have business with Mr. Zillier. Should be fine. I can't guarantee she won't
Right.
she won't yell at you though. That's that's a bit much to ask, but you should be fine.
Right. Okay. That's good enough.
So she takes you down to the lower floors, and you see the gentleman in question studying some books. What do you do?
Who here is March and Ray, those two scamps who ran off, the only two with psychic
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
talking?
Yeah, the thing that would make this incredibly easy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I can make one of us invisible
Huh.
and follow him at the end of the evening. That's simple enough. Simple enough. But that's just one of us, but we shouldn't let them go alone.
Mm. I mean, I'm super stealthy. I'm not invisible.
Right. I feel like it'd probably be better to make you invisible if you're already pretty stealthy. Right?
think
Because I
best
mean,
bet is
it-
keeping most of us several blocks behind.
hmm.
Hmm.
Well, Renfarren could probably
I
follow
mean,
on the
also, like,
roof.
so if he sees us following him, is that like a, you know, like if he sees one or two people following him, like that doesn't mean he's gonna, stop being a cultist, right? So it's not the end of the world if he. I think we should try to be stealthy, but
Yeah. Just follow him for a bit and see what happens. If he ends up in somewheres where he's like alone, then we can maybe like.
Right? Is anybody good at all with disguise? I feel like this is Operation Horse.
Operation Horse. I am not good with disguise.
Operation Horse. It's clear what you were saying.
I am definitely not good at disguise, and
I feel like that's a merch thing.
I feel like that is also a merch thing. Hmm.
As you're discussing this, I mean, I assume you're keeping half an eye on this person. It's a male, and it's a half elf, judging by the shape of his ears. And he closes up the book that he was reading, puts it on one of those carts they have in the library for correct filing, and he starts making his way out of the Crystal Chateau into the city, and he seems to be hailing something. And you have noticed, by the way, a lot of people get around here on carriages. Costs money to use the carriages, but he seems to be hailing down one of those.
fuck
If we follow
Remfarren here. I touch Remfarren and cast invisibility.
Oh, okay.
You're invisible? Farron, what do you do?
Well, I'll tell them like still try to keep an eye on him and follow him so I don't end up alone.
Okay.
And then I guess I'll just start tailing the guy.
Well, as he, I said he was hailing down something. A carriage comes up, a horse-drawn carriage, and he jumps in, and it takes off. And feel free to pursue him, or tell me if you want to do something else. But it's going to be a challenge to keep up with them. People take the
Would
horses.
I be able to like jump on the back of the carriage before he left?
I mean,
Stealthily.
You can certainly try.
Stealthily jump on the back of the carriage.
is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay, so as I said, it was taking a while to get the carriage down, the hail carriage down, and it's obvious what he was doing. I'm going to say, Rand Farron, you're sensible enough. I know this might be a stretch with Farron, but you're sensible enough to not have to jump onto a moving vehicle. I'm going to need you to make me a stealth check, though. Will be at advantage because you're invisible. A stealth roll at advantage.
Thinking about it.
15?
No. It's average. I'll take it.
Oops. Got a D15 for some reason. Okay, so Farron, you're technically a small creature, right? Mechanically speaking. Yeah. So you jump onto the back of this carriage and you cause merely a slight tilt in the carriage. You see this half-elf kind of point his head out and look behind. Doesn't see anything of note and shrugs, and the carriage takes off. This direction, going away through back this way. Okay, so you're along for the ride. What are the rest of you doing as Farron invisibly disappears into the distance?
Keep up as best we can.
Right? Yeah, I think so.
At
I mean,
least,
I can definitely keep up with the carriage. Like, not a question.
at least, well, yeah, head in that direction.
Sansana, you can definitely keep up. What's your base speed? 40?
40.
40.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she...
Well, there's only two of us here, and one of them is small.
Right?
I'll hop on Sentinel.
Yeah, you could both hop on me probably if one's small. I could hold one of you, princess carry you, and then
I
the
like
other one
I
can
like
ride
to,
on
I
my
like to,
back.
yeah, I like to
I'll-
stand on Sentinel's back and like balance myself the whole way.
Like you're surfing. Okay, I'll pick
Like
up
I'm
Fog
surfing.
and hold him like a princess. And
No, I
no, it's
think maybe
happening.
the other way is best, probably. Thank you.
It's already happening.
You want to ride or not?
Fine, let's go.
Okay, well, I'm going to say that for this, March and Ray have other business they wish to do, so they won't be joining us, which kind of makes sense. Not sure what happened to March tonight, but I'm sure we'll find out. Maybe got confused. Oh, this is the last session, then a 2-week break. I've said that before. Okay, so so Farron, you're completely out of sight. You feel safe that you haven't got the attention of either the person controlling the horses or this half elf inside the carriage. But behind you, you see a centaur bounding up behind you, carrying a hobgoblin in her arms, and some type of and Turtwig on her back bouncing around. So is this how you're going to do it, Sansana? You're controlling this crazy ship? You're just bounding on after them? Any subtlety involved?
Right, I'll step really quietly.
Oh my.
Make
Does that help?
Make me a stealth check at disadvantage.
Right, well, it's already at disadvantage, so. What the fuck?
Wow. A 17 and a natural 20 at disadvantage. That's amazing.
I think it's one of those things where it's so strange that everybody just turns and looks away.
Yeah. I don't know if you've read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, but in one of the books it talks about an invisibility field called... Like, I tried to work out the optics and everything. It was too complicated. So what they come up was something called a someone else's problem. And they put this around it. And when it's someone else's problem, you don't look at it because it's someone else's problem. I think
Exactly.
that's the vibe that Sansonite has given off. Look, there's a centaur carrying a hobgoblin with a goblin on his back. This is far too complicated to me. I am just going to ignore it. It's someone else's problem. So Sansonite, somehow you miraculously managed to not draw too much attention, not only to yourself, but the fact that this carriage doesn't seem to mind much that you're following it. It doesn't even notice, in fact. After about, we'll say, half an hour, he comes over here to the guided district. So that's half an hour left on your stealth, on your invisibility rather, Farron. And he pulls up to like kind of almost an apartment building. It's 5 stories high and looks like it's designed to store people. It's not look as if it's designed to be any nice amenities within the complex. It looks like you notice a lot of the students are from both the Allegiance students and aspiring Cobalt Soul students here. It's a bit of a dive, but this half-elf gets off his carriage and pays the driver. You see him pay him 2 silver pieces. Then he starts making his way up into the complex. Unless Farron or Sansone's carriage, Sansone's group would wish to do something. So what would you like to do?
I mean, yeah, we don't really have any psychic people to say anything, so I don't know. Do I just like dock him to his room? Like,
Well, I'm going to say, Farron, you don't get to communicate with your friends as a player or
Yeah.
as a character. So this is Farron's decision.
yeah, I guess I'll stalk him to his room and
Okay.
hope that my friends are following.
So as he gets off the carriage, you follow him at a safe enough distance. I'm going to have you make me another stealth check at advantage. This is a new type of stealth. You're following him as opposed to jumping onto a carriage. We got +4 to this. Ah, here we go. Okay. Okay, so you jump off the carriage silently and start following him up. He goes all the way. I'm going to finish right there because I want to know what the other characters are doing first. You see him walking up the stairs into the apartment complex. What do you do? Sansonay, Baron, and... Sansonay, Turtwig, and Fog.
Stay close but out of sight.
Yeah, Samson is back.
Right, can we just go like duck in an alley or something here? Is that more suspicious, or should I just hide behind the carriage that he just got out of?
Well, the carriage is moving on, looking for another fare.
Right. So yeah, let's just go duck in an alley.
Okay. Well, Fog, Turtwig, you're necessarily in an alley unless you want to do something different. I'm going to jump
Yeah,
off.
no, stick together.
Okay.
I'll jump off, but I
Cool.
won't go.
Did you like my drawing?
You're drawing.
Yeah, I'll put it in the Discord chat.
It's beautiful.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I am not that grumpy.
Oh, that's fantastic. I love that drawing. Turtwig looks happy. Yeah, Fog.
He's having a blast.
Sansonay's interpretation of Fog is that he's perpetually grumpy, I guess. Oh, that's a great picture. Love it. Okay, so you all jump off Sansonay, but you're just hanging out in the alley by the sounds of things.
Yeah.
Yep, okay. Let me know if you wish to do something different, but we'll turn our focus back to Farron. So you follow this guy up into the top story of this complex. You go past lots of smelly kind of student types. And he gets a key out of his pocket. And he unlocks his door. I'm going to say with your natural 20, if you want to, you can just slide into his apartment with him. You do
I
that?
would love to.
Okay, so you slide into his apartment with him. And he takes off his boots. And the room is functional, and that's about it. There's a desk and a bed and a chair for the desk, and that's about it. And he kicks off his boots, lies down on the bed, and he gets out a book from his satchel and starts reading it. What do you do, Mr. Farron?
So, is there a way like that I can get like how's his bed situated? Like, is there a way to like get behind him in any way, shape, or form?
No.
Like, is it against the wall?
It's in a corner, and his head is in the corner.
Yeah, it is in the corner.
Yep.
Okay. And is he like facing out into the middle of the room?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to. This is important. I'm just gonna like. How do you even say this? Yakulwa? Is that how you say it? That like slightly curved.
I think
thing?
so.
Okay. I'm just gonna like pull that out, and then I'm going to cast a spell on him.
Okay. Oh, I think just before that, I just looked it up. This is how you pronounce it. Yakulwa.
Yakulwa. Okay.
I think so. You pull
So
out
I'm gonna-
your Yakulwa. Yep. What are you going to cast on it?
And I'm gonna have that like pointed at his neck while invisible still. And then I'm gonna cast Hex on him to give him disadvantage on charisma checks.
Okay, does he get a save? I don't
didn't
think he
mean-
does get a save
I-
for that, does he?
Display, not cast. No save. So
Ability
I'll
checks.
pop out of invisible when I cast that
Okay.
with my pointy curved thing to his neck.
Yep. Okay, so yeah, I guess you use your have to visibly say it, wave your hands about. And a petrified eye of a newt, apparently. And you cast the hex on him. What? Who are you? Get out of my... What the... God's name do you want?
Do you work for the... Are you a cultist for the Zahir, the Cloaked Serpent?
What a ridiculous question. No, I'm not.
Tell me everything you know.
Somebody help me! Somebody help me! There's a madman in my room with a dagger to my throat. Help! Help!
I was hoping to intimidate him.
We should go help. We should go help that guy.
Oh, actually,
Can you
that's
hear
fair
him?
enough.
We can...
No, I'm going to take that back. You are trying to intimidate him, so make me an intimidation check.
Yeah.
I think that's fair enough. We'll see if he's scared out of his mind or he's fearful. Oh, he doesn't yell out. It says, look, I have a few gold pieces. Take them. I'm not a cultist.
I need to know what you know. Tell me everything.
Oh, when a mum and dad love each other very much, is a like a special kiss that they make. What exactly? Everything's that's so vague.
Yeah, we're under suspicion that you were a cultist with the Zahir, the Cloaked Serpent.
Why? Why? I'm just a simple.
I'm the one
wizard.
asking the questions here. Are you not, or are you? Tell me, or you die. And he's doing this in like a deeper tone
Jesus.
than his normal little voice.
Deep for Farron, anyway.
Yeah.
Probably normal. Okay.
Why are you here in this city?
Make me another intimidation at advantage. You've already shaken him. And you've got the knife to his throat.
Ooh.
Look, I tell you, just please take that dagger away from my throat, please.
Okay, I'll take like a step back.
And the guy, the half
Pull out
elf,
my bow.
oh, and he puts his hand, his head in his hands, and he's physically bawling. He's just sobbing. What do you do?
I'll put my weapon down, not pointed at him. Like, hey man, I just need to know, like, please.
I'm scared, man. I'm just scared. It's no crime, is it? I'm scared.
That's fair. I was maybe I was a little hard on you.
I mean, I'm scared of you, but I'm also scared of the people looking for me, man. I'm just scared. I don't want to die.
Who's looking for you?
You
Maybe I can help you.
promised not to tell anyone. I mean, there's some money out for me. If I tell you, man, you're just going to turn me in.
Nah, I don't need the money. And he'll jingle his pocket.
Make a persuasion or a deception check for me.
So it'd be a persuasion. He don't need no money. He's feeling hella rich right now.
All right, man. All right. I'm not from here, man. I'm kind of here in a hiding, right? I'm a wizard. I got a little bit of skill. And I was studying under the Cerebus Assembly. I'm not sure if you know who the Cerebus Assembly is, or your character does. But make me a history check.
I probably wouldn't. But I think they're from the Darling Empire or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, we can say you don't know if you want. None of you heard about the Cerebus Assembly, man, but they're like the spell school in the Dwendalium Empire is living in Rexentrum. You ever heard of it, man?
Maybe. I don't really remember.
Well,
I might have heard it like at a bar.
there was a disagreement with one of the with one of my superiors, man. He said if I did this thing right, man, he'd give me this cool staff, and he points to the staff on the cooler. And I did what he asked, man, and he said, "Oh, this is a lesson for you to learn. Never trust the words of wizards." And I thought, man, screw you, man. So I freaking snicked the staff right out of his office, and they almost caught me, but they know it was me, man. So I'm like hiding from the Cerebus Assembly, man. They're after me. They're gonna get me. I'm scared, man. They're scared they're gonna get me.
Huh.
Oh,
So you're not like trying to be some weird cultist or anything?
Well, because your persuasions and intimidation rolls were so good, I said, look, man, I'm technically yes, but look, man, I'm not like a, sacrifice baby on the altars type of cultist. I'm just a man trying to survive. I was looking for other cultists of the Zahir who would try and protect him. What would you say, man? It's not going well. I managed to weasel my way into the a Cobalt Soul looking for the history books and see what I can find, but it's not going well, man. So, do you know any cultists of the Zahir I could stay with?
I mean, not really. I don't really associate myself with them. They're usually kind of evil, honestly.
Oh, yeah, but that's not me. I'm just as I said, don't sacrifice babies on altars or anything like that. I'm okay guy, man. I got a sister
can
back in
cite that.
Rexentrum. Man, I'm okay. Look, man,
Can I incite him
sure. What are you inciting in particular?
that he's a good guy, ain't doing nothing wrong?
Oh, that was at 18. Yes, it's like the guy said at back of the Cobalt. So some people are always zealots about the whole thing. That happy sacrifice a baby on an altar if it would please their god.
Yeah.
He's a little bit into that because you kind of have to be a little bit that way. Basically, just a guy. I mean, I imagine if there's some cultists in your local neighborhood here in the real world, man, they're just going to be plumbers and housewives and normal kind of people. Get the impression this guy, a normal kind of guy, is caught up in this cult. Look, man, I know it's not looked upon coolly, man, to like worship Zahir, and technically I do, but you give a guy a break, man. Not turn me in. Could you do that for me? Just trying to survive, man.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. It's kind of like fight or flight.
Yeah. If you turn me in, man, I'm gonna be in jail for years. Does that seem fair to you? And it's freedom of religion and all that. And as I said, that the staff, man, it was rightfully mine. I mean, they disagree, but that was rightfully mine. I'll tell you what, I'll make you a deal. If you don't turn me in, you can have the staff.
Ooh.
And it shows you the staff, and I have a picture of the staff. Look, in roll 20, you might need to scroll down a little bit. That's what the staff looks like.
Fancy. It's a pretty fancy staff.
So what do you say, man?
Hmm.
Look. let's take it back a step. My name's Lauren Ophidius. What's your name?
Your worst nightmare.
Okay.
We don't need to get too personal.
Okay, I
We're
can
in
respect that.
our position. Yeah.
But you're not going to turn me in,
Yeah.
right?
No, not at all. You're just a man out here trying to survive, doing weird cultist things. Of course, I'm gonna frickin' turn you. And he points his bow at him.
Oh man, that is uncool, man. No, that's not gonna happen. Nope. Man, if you want to come to blows, we can come to blows, but I am not going with you.
I wasn't gonna take you anywhere.
You want to throw it down, bro? Let's throw it down.
Fine, I'll let you go.
All right, man. So you're not going to turn me into the authorities or anything? Just, man, who sent you?
I can't tell you that.
Well, what are you going to say to them when you don't turn me in? You couldn't find me? What are you going to say?
I'll just say it. I'll just say that the information we're given was false.
All right. Okay. I can respect that, my worst nightmare. I guess, walk away?
Are my friends coming at all?
Are your friends coming at all?
Would we know that he broke?
Yeah, I thought he was just going in to go look at him for
Yeah.
a bit.
Yeah.
He
Well, do we
still
hear? Do we hear
has-
Do we hear the yelling? I mean, if we hear the
Oh,
yelling, like
we didn't do the yelling because of the
no,
intimidation.
and the guy yelled when
Oh, there has been voices raised. They are up on the 5th floor of this complex. I'm assuming you guys are going to be actively listening, so why don't the people on the ground make a perception check? DC is going to be quite high.
Oh,
20, in fact. 20. No, Fog! Oh, coming through. Fog, you hear raised voices coming from somewhere towards the top of the building. You recognize one of the voices as Farron. To deduce whatever's happening, Farron's visible because they're having a conversation back and forth, and it's somewhere up the top. What do you guys do?
We have to figure out how to. We have to figure out how to get Sensei up these stairs.
Oh Lord.
right.
5th floor, Sens.
Fuck.
you can walk upstairs, right?
Oh my goodness.
You figure it out. I'll go ahead and I'll run up.
Right. Yeah,
stairs.
I'll follow you. Turtwig, you're pretty sneaky, right? Right. So if I telekinetically move you up, like to the windowsill, to the balcony, or whatever there is up there, would that work for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am an echo, which I keep on forgetting about. I should be able to do this myself by moving my echo, but I'll take the telekinetic.
Oh. Yeah. Yep. I'll pop him as high as I can. So I think 40 feet is what he ends up going up.
Sure. I would say
Yeah.
you can bamf the rest of the way with your echo when necessary. Unfortunately, there's no doors on the 5th floor. On the 5th floor, I mean, there's no doors you go into. There's a window you go into. Turtwig, why don't you roll me a d6, please?
Rolling a d6. Okay. 6, give me 10.
We'll say high is interesting. We'll put it that way.
You accidentally get into the wrong room.
So you come across a window. Looks as good as any other windows. Easy enough to pry open. Do you pry it open?
I pry it open.
Yeah. And you jump in, and the room is empty. As I said, a high number was interesting, but well, this would have been people in there on a 5 or a 6, but it's empty.
Someone like changing or doing something. God knows what.
Yep. But that
Somebody in the bath. Yep.
Okay, so you
That
dash
on the
through the
fourth floor though.
5th floor.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll dash through towards the hallway and try to see if I can listen.
Okay, make another perception check.
Come on.
Yeah, you hear the voice of Farron inside one of these rooms. Do you go in?
I'm going to go to the door slowly and see if I can just sort of like sneak in without making a commotion at first.
Make a stealth roll. I'm going to say with Farron and this gentleman going back and forth, having a bit of argument, things a little tense, they kind of slip in into a darkened corner of the room, and they don't appear to have noticed you. So, man, we're not going to throw down, right?
I'm gonna,
yep.
I'm sneaking behind this guy, and I'm gonna like jump up and my knife to his throat and say, "Farron, you want me to kill him?" So I'm gonna try to like.
I think with your stealth
Like-
roll, he's not going to notice, so you can absolutely bring a knife to his throat. What the hell, man?
They're multiplying.
Hey, Farron! Farron! He said Farron. Farron, man, we had a deal, man. You're going to let me go, right?
No, I was just stalling, man. Like you're like a cultist and you stole a staff. Like, you're going to jail.
Oh, man, that's not cool.
I know, right? What do you know what also isn't cool? Worshipping evil gods and like stealing.
One of these things is not as bad as the other.
Look, number one, man, didn't steal it. It was rightfully mine.
You
And
think it's yours doesn't make it yours.
And you're quite... Well, he talks like a surfer for some reason, Tudwig. Oh, look. Number one, I didn't steal it. Number two, praise be to Zahir. Oh, wrong button!
God.
Damn
How
it!
do you want to do this?
Wrong button! This one!
I want to kill him now.
Roll for initiative.
God damn it.
And we will resolve this next... Actually, I'll set up the map. I remember who's here. It's going to be a very detailed map. This is going to be classic old school D&D map.
Okay.
Which is drawing boxes. So here's his room. Here's his bed. Here's his chair. Or his table and his chair. Here is the doorway. Goes down over here. And we'll put Turtwig. We'll put in Farron. And you're bounding up the stairs, right, Fog?
Yeah.
Yep, okay. And we'll just put this gentleman on here as well. Ah. There he is. Oh, it's two of them now. Okay, so we'll have Rand Fearon with his knife to him. Farron there. And since somebody said...
Roll for initiative.
Let's roll for initiative, and that's where we'll end it for tonight.
Sansonay will just stay outside because I feel like having her try to go up the stairs is not going to work.
Well, even if she
But I
does
will
go up
make
the
sure that
stairs,
he doesn't. Yeah.
Even if she does go up the stairs, she's not going to get there in time to do anything useful.
No.
I'll put it that way.
I'm just gonna make sure he doesn't lop himself out the window or something.
Sure.
Wow. Baron.
Ready to catch anyone falling out the window. That'd be
Like that
helpful.
natural one. That's a 13.
What?
That still is the top initiative so far.
The natural one. Let's
Yep.
break. Do you want to roll in?
Yeah, I just did, didn't I?
Oh, I see it now.
I
12.
gotta.
Well,
Okay. Yeah, so the natural
Not
one.
great, but
It's going to happen first.
Perfect.
Okay, so we'll pick it up from there, and we'll see how this resolves. Right. Yes.
Concentrating on my
Good.
my hex.
Oh, yep, that's a good point. And look at that. Isn't that a much better speech bubble for Farron? Little
Yeah, I'm
concentration
not
thing.
just a bubble.
You're not just a bubble. Oh, guys, I hope you have a pleasant holidays, however you celebrate it. And I look forward to throwing dice with you in the new year.
You too.
you too.
yeah.
You too.
Okay, take care,
You
everyone.
too.
I'll see you next year. Sounds weird when you say it like that, but it will indeed be next
Yep.
year.
Very true.
Okay, good night, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Night.